SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. What's going on? Hey, it's Sunday, but I'm not going to do something Sabbath. But, hey, the only guitar player to be on a Black Sabbath album that's not Tony Iommi was Brian May of Queen. And I got a donation here from Bjørn, Rune, Nilsen. I hope I got your name right, buddy. And he said, hey, it's Freddie Mercury's birthday. So to celebrate it, why don't you do a track by track with Sheer Heart Attack versus Queen Jazz? Which one do I like more? This one. Though this one, I gotta tell you a funny story about this. I used to have this on 8-track when I was a kid. And I moved back here to my childhood home, and my parents' room was next door, and they used to have a bed where the bed, what do you call that, the bedpost, where you can play an 8-track in it. And I had jazz on 8-track as a kid. And forever, I mean, I didn't own that many 8-tracks. I had maybe 4 or 5. And I got so used to jazz. I would listen to it a lot. And the track listing's so different than on the album and CD that when I finally got the CD on Hollywood Records in the late, early 90s, Hollywood Records released all the Queen CDs, that it was like, damn, it took a little getting used to, but now I'm used to it. Now it's kind of like, man, that 8-track really didn't flow well when you listen to how it came out on here. But anyway, let's get into this. All right. So, this is going to be fun. I love Queen. I do love Queen. But, you know, I mean, Bjørn said that these are his 2 favorite Queen albums. I love this album. I like this album, but I love some of the songs on here. And this is like the first Queen album I was really familiar with because of the 8-track. It was the first one I owned. But not the first thing I ever bought from Queen. Because I bought a 45, 2 45s. Before I was all into music, I would, I'd buy 45s. I was really more into movies when I was a little kid. But now and then, you know, I remember buying Benny and the Jets on 45. And Little Willie by The Sweet on 45. Killer Queen by Queen on 45. Bohemian Rhapsody on 45. Earache My Eye, Cheech and Chong on 45. I had quite a bit of 45s. But, you know, before I ever bought a Queen album, I bought a Queen 8-track. I don't even know if I bought it or not. It's been so long. I bought it when it was new. 1978, I think. Anyway, so, hey, man, shut your yap about your little childhood and get into this. And are the track listings in order? Unlike that 8-track. Yes, they are. All right. Let's start this with Brighton Rock. Song rocks, man. Versus Mustafa. Now, Mustafa, and even as a kid, I didn't like it. And but I've grown to appreciate it. You know, Mustafa. And when I bought all those CDs back in the day, you know, I would make mix cassettes for my car. And I would always use that intro. E-I-E, oh la 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 la, oh pray for you. Hey! But when he goes, hey, I would put in Dead on Time. It's so much better, man. What a great, I mean, with that amazing voice from Freddie Mercury going into Dead on Time made a lot of more sense because without it, you go, hey, Mustafa. It's a weird damn tune. I'm definitely giving that one a Brighton Rock because it rocks, man. So, 1 for Sheer Heart Attack. All right, then we got Killer Queen. I was telling you before, I remember hearing that on the radio when I was a little kid, and I went out and bought it on 45. And there was a place right over here called Ricky's Records, and I shit you not. This was like, what, 73 or something? When did this album come out? 1974. In 1974, I used to go to Ricky's Records and buy those little 45s. Ricky's Records closed down, I think maybe 3 years ago. It was around all this time. And about 10 years ago, you notice I get off track here, you know, but they're little interesting stories, man. Like, no, yeah, it was like 10 years ago or so, I went to Ricky's Records to buy Paul McCartney tickets, concert tickets. And, you know, I haven't walked in that store in 30-something years. And I walk in and I order the kid, and there's this older gentleman in there, and I said to him, hey, how long have you been working here? He's like, I opened the store, and I was like, Ricky, man, I used to buy records from you, but he didn't remember me. So now I'm back on track, by track. So, oh, what's that going against? Oh, you gonna take me home tonight, fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. I love that song. I'm giving it to Killer Queen, but I do love Fat Bottom Girls. And hey, how ironic, when I went to Ricky's Records back in 1974 to buy that 45, the documentary, the movie, what do they call that? Biopic, Bohemian Rhapsody, they were on tour in 1974 playing Fat Bottom Girls. What? Alright, because Fat Bottom Girls 78. Alright, just as bad as We Will Rock You was recorded during the Hot Space era. Alright, then we got Tenement Funkster. That song rocks, man. I love Roger Taylor's voice on that one. Going against Jealousy. I love Jealousy too. I really do. I love that song. Great little piano ballad with Freddie, but I'm giving, man, Sheer Heart Attack's kicking ass because I'm giving it to Tenement Funkster. Alright. Then we got Dislocate Your Spine, you stand around. I'll have you seeing double. Flick of the Wrist. Man, probably my favorite track on here. And that one's going against Bicycle, Bicycle, I want to ride my bicycle. That's a dopey song. And I don't like when he says, I don't like Jaws, and I don't like Star Wars. I remember listening to that as a kid going, what are you talking about, Freddie? Star Wars and Jaws kicks ass. But it's not. You know what? Because of sentimental reasons, I don't really hate that song. But it's no Flick of the Wrist. Oh my Lord. 4-0 so far. Alright, then we got Lily of the Valley. Very short, beautiful song. And that one's going against If You Can't Beat 'Em. It's a little hokey. I don't think it's that bad though. It's okay. And that one's, man. I'd like to give it to that, to give Jazz a point already, but come on, I gotta be honest with myself. Lily of the Valley, even though it's so short, I mean, when Freddie hits those high notes, when he's singing those high, oh, that falsetto stuff, for sheer heart attack, man. Man, is Jazz gonna get anything? Alright. Then we got, Now I'm Here. Damn! Now I'm Here, though. How's that gonna lose? Because it's going against, oh, Let Me Entertain You is awesome. I love that song. I actually like the Live Killers version more, but I still love it. Even if I put it against Live Killers, Now I'm Here. I love how it does the speaker changes. Now I'm there. Oh, man, what a great song. Another one for Sheer, and that is the end of side one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-0 so far. Now, I know Jazz has a badass song coming up that I doubt's going to lose. I'd be shocked if it loses. But before I get that, I'm going to pick a random album. All right, Bjørn, you okay with that, buddy? I won't take long. Just going to pick a random album and then talk about it for a couple seconds. We'll get back into it. For Freddie's birthday, man, let's go over here. Down here. All right, let's pick something over here. Oh, Ted Nugent, if you can't lick 'em, lick 'em. You know, this one's not that bad. And I saw this tour. Is he on here? Let me see. Because when I saw the tour at Sunrise Musical Theater, Derek St. Holmes was there. No, Derek St. Holmes is not on this album. I see Chuck Wright's on the album. Hey, Tom Warman does percussion. No. But Dave Amato does backing vocals. And so I think maybe Ted sings this whole album. I know this album's okay. It's actually not that bad. Very unnoticed. But I know there's a song or two on here that was co-written by Bon Foney and Richie Sambori. Hey, Bjørn, I'm shutting up and getting back to it, buddy. All right, now we're gonna go to side 2. And I gotta flip this album over. All right, we got In the Laps of the God, great song. Going Against, Dead on Time, Dead on Time, Dead on Time. Heavy metal Queen. Jazz is on the map. At least it's not going to be a complete wipeout, because I'm giving it to Dead on Time. It's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite, like, real heavy Queen song. So underrated, it's sickening. All right, then we got Stone Cold Crazy. Fuck, man. How's that going to lose? What's that going against? In Only 7 Days. Not a bad song, but it's no Stone Cold Crazy. And I do remember, if memory serves me correct, Only 7 Days, I think, was the second track on that 8-track. Either the second or third. It did start with Mustafa. I think it was Mustafa, Fat Bottom Girls, and then Only 7 Days. I mean, the track listing was all over the place. All right, Stone Cold Crazy. All right, then we got Dear Friends, nice tune, versus Dreamer's Ball. You know what? I'm going to give another one to Jazz, man. I like Dreamer's Ball. It's kind of like a throwback, you know, like a song that was written in the 40s or some shit. But I like it. All right, Jazz got 2. It's not going to be like only 1, but it might be only 2. Let's keep going. All right, then we got Don't You Miss Fire. I love that song, man. It's so short. Don't you miss fire, build me up. Let me stop singing because it's Freddie Mercury's birthday and it's blasphemous to sing a Freddie Mercury song that's not even the pimple on the ass of Freddie Mercury's voice. Now what's that going against? Oh my God, Fun It. The worst song on here. Oh my God, that song annoys me to no end. Fun It. I will say this about it, it's kind of like Before Its Time, because it's got that shitty 80s drum little things that you would hear, well, on those 80s songs, like from the mid 80s on, like do-do-do-do-do-do-do, you know, Miami Vice type shit. But man, Fun It is terrible. I hate that song. What's that going against again? Don't You Miss Fire. Giving that one a sheer heart attack. All right. Bring back Leroy Brown. That's a throwback to the 30s, man. It's very impressive how Queen can do these different type of songs, you know. Bring Back Leroy Brown. It's not really my thing, though. I gotta be honest. I don't really like it, but I am very impressed that they can play a song like that and make it sound like from that decade. Impressive. What's that going against? Come on, it can't possibly lose against. Leaving Home Ain't Easy. That's a cool Brian May song. You know what? I'm giving that one to Jazz. Shit, Jazz got 3, man. How do you like those apples? All right, will it get 4? Because sheer heart attack already won. Because I see a bunch of points here, and we're almost at the end. She Makes Me, Stormtroopers and Stilettos versus Don't Stop Me Now. You know, She Makes Me, I don't think it's a bad song, but I think it's kind of lazy for Queen. It's kind of, all right, honestly, it kind of bores me a little bit. But I don't hate it. I wouldn't skip it. I would skip Leroy Brown, but not that one. You know, it's a cool, chill song. It's not bad. But I think, you know, at the level that Queen is in songwriting, it's kind of surprising how they didn't really put that much, it doesn't sound like they put that much thought into it. Now, Don't Stop Me Now, that's a stupid ass song, and I love it, but I know it's stupid ass. And I remember one time I was at a bar with my friend Eve, my great friend Eve that lives in New York, who was responsible for me seeing Kiss on the reunion tour 3 times out of the 4 nights because her boss owned skybox seats at Madison Square Garden. And I got to see Kiss on the reunion tour 3 times for free, with free booze and free food. Back when I was a lush, man. I got drunk at those shows. And oh well, let me finish the story. So me and Eve are at a bar. This is around, maybe around that time, but she was right. She came down here on vacation. It was on Miami Beach. We went to a bar, and we were putting money into the jukebox, playing stuff, and I picked that song, "Don't Stop Me Now." I was just in the mood for it. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play the song. And I played it, and then Eve's like, what the fuck's that? I was like, yeah, I know, it's a silly song called "Don't Stop Me Now." And she's like, man, that song's stupid. And I was like, right? It is, but I love it. I love that song. I'm gonna make a thing out of you. Don't stop me, don't stop me, don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey! I'm giving it to that one. Alright. Another one. Oh, that means another one for Jazz. That's 4. Wow. Alright. Then we got the last song. More of that Jazz versus In the Laps of God Revisited. More of that Jazz to me is kind of a mess. There's a lot going on. It's hard rocking and it's kind of like all over the place. Great guitar playing, but yeah, I'm giving it to the Laps of God Revisited. All right, Bjørn. Sheer heart attack got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and Jazz got 4. Hey man, come on. Everybody out there watching me now and watching me soon after I put this up, okay? I just put this up. Today is Freddie Mercury's birthday. If you're watching this on the day I'm releasing it. For Freddie, man, put your comments below of what songs you would pick on your track by track to these two classic albums. I would like to know. So thank you so much, Bjørn, because I love Queen, and thank you for reminding me it's Freddie Mercury's birthday. I mean, I am recording this on today's Wednesday, but Freddie Mercury's birthday is on Sunday. Now, Sunday I reserved for Black Sabbath, so there will be something from Black Sabbath later on today. But doing this for Freddie, I'm doing this for Brian May, who's great friends with Tony Iommi, who was on When Death Calls on Headless Cross. The only guitar player to be featured on a Black Sabbath song that wasn't Tony Iommi. So, hey, thanks everybody for watching, and thank you, Bjørn. And hey, if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, alright? Stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. Later on, something Black Sabbath related on the channel. And SHMACKEMAGOB. Don't stop me, don't stop me, don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey!